Do you remember that feeling when you're sitting in class and you're sitting at a desk and the test comes scrolling across your desk and you're like, oh no, oh no, I didn't study for this test at all. And you read the questions, you're like, I don't even know if this is English. And you start to realize you don't know the answers. It's like, okay, you read the question, it could be A, it could be B, C, D. Why is there an E? And you don't know. That panic feeling, it doesn't go away though, does it? See, long after we're out of school, life still comes with tests and questions that we don't know the answers to. It might be like, should I buy this house? Should I take this job? Should I marry this person? And it's like, these are big questions. And it's like A, B, C, or D. They all look right. What should I do? And then sometimes there's smaller questions like, should I talk to this person? Should I forgive them? Should I go to that party? What should I do? And I don't know. But unlike that test, you see, with that test, you could ask the teacher, what's the answer? And the teacher's going to be like, you should already know. I'm not going to tell you now. Well, guess what? God's not like that. See, when we go to God and say, like, God, I don't know what to do, he says, I have the answer. This is what it says in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5. It says this, if any of you lacks wisdom, you should just ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. See, it says, like, God's like, I'm not going to be angry. I'm going to gladly give you wisdom. Now, how does God give that? And it's not always, as much as I wish, it's not always like light through the, beaming through the clouds and, this is the answer. It's often, you're reading a passage and you feel a sense of peace, or you're talking to someone and they just give you profound wisdom, or maybe it's you see a message on TV or, at church. But one way or the other, God will give you an answer. He's never going to turn you away without an answer. And he's never going to be mad when you ask. But we have a tendency to ask after we've stressed for weeks, after it's already been, gripping us, or after we've already made our decision, then we consult God. But God says, like, hey, the minute the question comes up, say, God, help me. Help me decide what's the right way. And we have a generous God that says, I'll give you an answer every single time.